I don't want to do it anymore.
But you're still here, but you don't want to leave. I don't get that. You're aware of it, but you don't want to even leave. Why don't you want to leave? You love me though, right?
Because I do love you, and we made vows to each other. We've been married for 10 years now.
You already know what it was. I'm gonna go be with him. I can go do whatever I want to do.
No, we're not doing that.
If I already beat, I need to leave. You can either leave or be with me and him. It's that simple. I'm giving you choices. I'm giving you opportunities.
This is not what you told me about when we got married. You didn't ask me that I want to be in together.
I keep you in Chanel. I keep you in Louis. Look at the house. Your car's. I keep you in a nice car. I keep your hair done for you. I keep your nails done. You got a nice ring on your finger. What are you not happy about?
I'm not happy with you. Be mad because I'm not trying to share you.
You don't act like it. You don't act like it.
You want me to be in a happy family with somebody that I didn't do my vows with. I'm not doing that.
You gonna do it or you either gonna leave. You either gonna be with me and him or you gonna leave. It's simple. I'm giving you choices.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amomi, aka Petite Diva, and this video is all about lavender marriages. This video is inspired by a particular creator who came online to say that he was collecting application, basically, from women to join him in a lavender marriage.
This video right here is only for the girls, or like anyone who doesn't identify as a man. If you are a man, I love you so much, but you're dismissed. Hey girl, I am currently taking applications for a lavender marriage. I am not joking. This is a serious inquiry, okay? I can be your husband, I can be your wife, I can be your dog. I will be whatever the f you want me to be. All you have to do is marry me so that I can afford to pay a mortgage, utilities, and taxes. That's it. You can mess around with whoever you want, whenever you want. I don't care. In fact, I encourage it. Have fun. Live your best life. I don't own you. And you don't own me, but we could negotiate on that if owning me is something you'd be into. We can totally talk about it. All I ask is that when that monthly payment comes due, you are showing up with your half. And all I ask is that you be on time with those payments because reliability is very important to me. And you should know that. Some things that I bring to the table, since you have a right to know, I am a licensed therapist. So I not only allow you to talk about your problems, but I would greatly encourage it if that's something that you're interested in. I work out every day and I'm in pretty good shape, I would say. So I could beat some ass for you if I had to. Not that you'd need me to. But that perk is there. It's on the table if you'd like to take it, okay? I've got a lot of money in savings. I'm very smart with my money, but I'm not stingy, you know? So I'd be taking care of you, you know? And I'd really like to go on maybe 2-3 vacations a year with you, at least. I actually love to clean. Like, it literally brings me joy to clean, so that's great. I have a good eye for interior design. Just know that if you are a millennial gray girly, I respect and I honor that, but it is time for you to scroll away. It's not gonna work, okay? I cook decently well. I'm learning, I've got the basics down, but I'm really, really excited to like diversify my cooking skills. So you won't be dealing with any of this bullshit planned incompetence with me, okay? You're my wife, not my mother. I have superb taste in music. This is not an opinion. This has been confirmed by many people. I also have a dog named Lulu and she does come with me. This is a package deal, okay? She's about 28 pounds. She's pretty small. She's absolutely adorable. I love her so much. She doesn't lick, which I love. And she's very sweet. She loves cuddles, and that's great because me, on the other hand, I do not. Okay, but I could learn if that's something that you'd require. Now, my baggage. I've got $80,000 in student loan debt, but who doesn't? I absolutely have to sleep with either a fan or white noise of some kind playing, which shouldn't really matter to you because I'm sorry to say I do not like sharing a bed with anyone. So lovingly, I'm gonna say stay out of my bedroom. Okay, we'll get you your own. I listen to music all the time. Remember, the music is like absolutely phenomenal. The music taste is so good, but it's always playing, it's constant, and it's always very loud. Okay, and that's one thing I may not be willing to change. So just know that it's kind of a deal breaker. I do have a habit of only buying shitty cars and driving them until the wheels literally fall off. That's not an exaggeration. It's happened several times. So if that makes you feel unsafe, let's just keep our vehicle life separate. Okay, and honestly, that's it. That's it. If you have any follow-up questions, I'd be happy to answer those in the comments. Please know that I live in northern Minnesota and I am not willing to relocate. Okay, so maybe you want to consider being the one to relocate. And I'm being so fucking serious right now. I'm not joking. Please apply.
Now you might be wondering, what is a lavender marriage? You might have an idea from what he has said in his video where he was talking to women that he needs someone that he can marry and they can share the mortgage fees, share things, financial bills, and that they can do whatever they want. Any which way, check out some people explaining what lavender marriage is.
What is a lavender marriage? I'm so glad you asked, and I would love to tell you about it. A lavender marriage came in the 20th century. Some say the 40s, some say the 50s. My guess is it was around the time that we had the lavender scare. Basically, can't be gay, right? Oh my god. What? Would never. So what these people would do, sometimes it would be a gay man and a woman. Sometimes it would be one gay person and one straight person. Not all the times. The straight person didn't know all the time. That was the case with my mom. And they will enter a people will enter a heterosexual relationship so that society sees them as straight.
I am totally intrigued by this concept of lavender marriage. And for those of you who are not hip to the concept of a lavender marriage, it's basically a marriage of companionship between people who are not romantically interested in one another, but want to live an elevated lifestyle, be friends, do things together, but like minus the sensitivity that comes with your marriage.
Apparently, lavender marriage has existed for quite a long time. It's usually between a man and a woman who might not have the same sexual orientation, and they need to cohabitate or marry so that they can access some facilities or have some advantages. So it could be for financial reasons, it could be just because they want companionship, it could be that they just want to get a better house or something. So it's just basically, like, in my own opinion, a contract marriage, but between a man and woman that are not supposed to have feelings for each other because they don't really like each other like that, because they have different orientation. Anyway, check out what people have to say about lavender marriage and if it's something that they can consider.
Am I now just figuring out what a lavender marriage is?
I don't know what that is.
I watched a TikTok on it yesterday, and some guy's like, anyone looking for a lavender? I'm like, what the is that?
Is that like a swing thing?
No, so apparently a lavender marriage is when two people get married, even though one of them might be secretly attached to the same gender. So
does the partner know?
You know what you're getting into.
Okay, so both parties know that one of them just is using them basically as like a cover.
Exactly. Imagine your family is like pressuring you to get married. You're gay.
Yeah.
But you don't want them to like judge you. So it's like, just get into the marriage so they stop pestering you. And by society, you're all good.
That makes me feel sad though.
It is sad. It's low-key very sad.
Yeah.
The guy who posted the TikTok that I'm watching is like...
So he said looking for a lavender marriage?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm looking for a lavender marriage. I'm a nice guy.
Doesn't
I'm going to meet up with you every month. We're going to look good. We're going to take pics together, all this stuff. I'm like...
Charles, how is this going to work out for him? He's telling everyone it's going to be a lavender marriage. If he gets married next month, people are going to know it's a fake marriage. He just announced it on the internet. Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose?
I didn't think of that. But yeah. He's cooked.
I feel like he's going about this the wrong way.
If all doesn't work out, I think I'm gonna do a lavender marriage. Do what you want to do. I don't give don't come over here trying to do it with me. But do what you want to do. Just take care of me. Because that's where I'm at this point. I need a house. And I'm tired of working.
No one really understands how, like, willing and able I am to participate in a lavender marriage. Like, that does sound like a lot of fun. It sounds ideal, actually. I know that, like, we're really cool. You really care about me, X, Y, and Z. If you've ever read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, like, that's the type of lavender marriage I want to be in. I don't think that I would want people to, like, know that, like, what was the inner workings of our shit. Like, I don't need y'all to know that this is a lavender marriage, per se. And there can definitely be, like, rumblings. Like, oh, is he gay? Is she gay? I did fool it around, and I saw her at the spot, and talking to a cat daddy. She's got Joe at home, and then I saw Joe with her frolicking with that young man. It's a very pretty boy that Joe was with. Like, all of this is speculation. Like, we don't give a fuck, right? Y'all are hater ass. Meanwhile, this is what's really going on in the back. That, like, I would eat that up. I would love that so bad, like, really. And it's like, we come inside and we're actually really friends, and we do all the stuff that, like, husbands and wives do. Like, we spend the time together, and it's like, oh yeah. But then we go into, like, separate rooms, and sometimes you have some ass over here, and sometimes I have some over here, That sounds like I would be so, like, I'd be down for that. I've often said if, like, I've said it on here before too, if I was like 35, 40 and not married, I would be like, so, guys, I would not only sit and like participate in a lavender marriage for the marriage, I'd participate in it for the kids too. Like, if I was in a situation where I wanted to have a child and my boy wanted to have a child and we didn't have no one, I'd be like, do you want to have a kid? Do you want to go have on a kid? I would absolutely be down for that.
I am currently taking applications for a lavender marriage. I am not joking. This is a serious inquiry.
Am I the only person that never heard about this lavender marriage thing? So you mean to tell me I did not have to get married for love? I could have just married a guy and get the same perks of being married, but better? Because I don't have to sleep with him. And then I'm free to do everything I want and still have the security of having a husband. Like the good parts about having a husband. I've never heard of this. Okay, I'm done. I'm in. Who needs a lavender relationship? Check me.
I am currently taking applications for a lavender marriage. I am not joking. This is a serious inquiry, okay?
First of all, I hope that you find your lavender marriage and I hope that it super works out for you. But if we're going to do this, which I very much think we should, can we like make it a thing where the wedding rings are lavender or like violet or something like that? Just so that like I feel like people would be more interested and more willing to do a lavender marriage if they knew that there was some type of like visual indicator that they are not cheating on their spouse and that the people that they, like speak to or like vice versa, like if someone's attractive, like me knowing or seeing that they have like a violet ring of some sort or like some type of indication. And then I'm like, oh, okay, wait, like they are actually open. They are actually like on the table, just adding those 2 cents because I like this idea.
I just watched a video of this guy. He was dead ass serious, taking applications for a lavender marriage. I had no idea what that was. I had to Google it. It's kind of a genius. I don't know. I can see where that would be very beneficial in 2024 because the dating scene is a dumpster fire. People are happier in their solitude and their peace than having to deal with lying, manipulating, and cheating all the time. I remember in my last situationship I was in, and it's the last one I'll ever be in, he was always saying like, what can you bring to my table? Excuse me, sir. My life is 10 times less stressful, more fulfilling, peaceful without a man in it. When men are asking what women can bring to their table, women aren't valued. A lavender marriage, if that's what we're calling it, that would solve all the problems. It's like a genius. I don't think it would work very well though for the woman to be accepting like applications. I think it would only work well the other way around because I can only imagine all the creepy manipulation tactics that men would use. I think it would almost have to be like a man accepting the applications. What do you think?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm in Palapa for a work event and that's why my surroundings look so different. So I have been going down a rabbit hole of a lavender marriage. So a lavender marriage is one way 2 people agree on terms and conditions and how the marriage is going to operate, but they're not necessarily lovers. So you could get into a lavender marriage with like a best friend. You could get into a lavender marriage with maybe like I don't know, whoever you are legally allowed to. It's just that in Botswana, same-sex marriages are not permitted, so it can't be like your friend of the same gender. And then you guys agree, okay, we want to live, for example, in a Gulf estate. The house is 4 million, so let's meet each other halfway on the mortgage, or you pay this much, I pay this much. Other than that, we have separate lives, okay? You just negotiate the terms and conditions. For example, I like to work out, so chances are if there's kids involved, I need you to prep them for school in the morning because I like morning gym. Then you do evening gym and I take care of homework and dinner. So we each get time to have an hour of working out or whatever. and then I don't know, you don't necessarily owe each other loyalty like you can see other people. Sometimes you're not even lovers. It's the convenience of what it would look like or what life would look like together. Sometimes you are high net worth people and your life would be amazing, but you can date other people, you can see other people, you can go on separate vacations. It's just an arrangement so that you can afford certain things and afford a certain lifestyle. Would you do it?
Lavender marriage only works if that man does not hate women. We all know there's a lot of men out in the world that hate women. They just don't like us. So in order for your lavender marriage to work, he has to understand what it means to have a woman in his life. He knows the benefits that it brings to have you in his life, and he's willing to be the provider for you because he understands your worth. That's the only way a lavender marriage is gonna work, okay? Carry on.
I love seeing all these women on TikTok making these videos and stitches about lavender marriages or wanting to have a lavender marriage or actively looking for a lavender marriage. Yes, I second first, third, fourth, and fifth. Yes, I second third, fourth, and fifth is building a women's community so that we can thrive and live as women without the fear of being ambushed, attacked, raped, raided, anything like that. But what I love the most is how majority of the women that are stitching or making these videos, they are coming with real solutions to a lot of the problems that we face in our daily society that's ran by men. The maternal, prenatal cares that we can offer, basic knowledge and nurturing, a community abundant in resources because we will constantly be replenishing them instead of diminishing them. I would love for Mother Earth to all come back into one. I would love for the feminine, the divine feminine to wake up and realize that they all need to come back, band together, and like give society a reset. I don't know. I feel like with that surge in like the next couple, maybe 5 years, we're gonna see like a lot more lavender marriages and different variations of lavender marriages just because things are so hard right now, inflation and then wars, bullshit, all that stuff. I just think it's gonna be great.
I don't know how I missed it, but I had never heard of the term lavender marriage until everybody started commenting it on this video. For those who don't know, it's basically a marriage of convenience between a gay guy and a straight woman, where I guess you don't have sex, but you have companionship, emotional support, live together, probably raise kids together, all of that stuff. And I don't really know how I feel about it. I don't think it would be for me, because while I've mostly given up on hopes of finding my dream man, there's still that 1% hope. And if I've already married and shacked up with a gay man, that's going to raise some questions when I do meet the man of my dreams. What am I going to do to my little gay companion when my dream man comes along? I'm just going to kick him out of the house, or me move out and leave him with a mortgage to pay. So not sure about this. If anyone's having a lavender marriage, I would love to know how it's working for you and what made you get into it in the first place. The way I can see the future going in this bleak dating scene is all women communes where female friends just live together and help each other raise their children and provide the emotional support and share the responsibilities of running a household and whatnot, because my best friend has supported me and helped me more than any man ever has in my entire life. And if me and her got to our 60s or 70s and we weren't with anyone, it would definitely make sense for us to move in together and look after each other. Might not do a lavender marriage, but I'm all for female-only commune.
The situation with my family in particular, my dad is gay and my mom is straight. My dad was born in 1956 and he grew up in a Catholic orphanage for 10 years and then went to a Catholic private school. So obviously the gay thing was like a struggle, right? And then he married my mom in 1990, right after the AIDS crisis, and did not come out until I was in high school. So lavender marriage that my mom didn't really know about, and my dad was able to go throughout the world as a heterosexual man, and it worked until it didn't.
Anyway, I'm totally intrigued by it. I love it in terms of you get the essential parts of a marriage with the partnership and companionship without the essential parts of the marriage. You know what I mean? So I think that it could be a really good idea for people who are looking to elevate their lifestyle or to maintain their lifestyle. However, if you're thinking that you're getting married and you're going to keep your things yours and they're going to keep their things there, theirs. In California and in other states in the United States, we in California are a community property state. So it doesn't matter whether your things are yours and their things are theirs if you don't have a prenuptial agreement, because by default, everything that you acquire during the marriage is community property. That means income, debts, property, all of it. So if you're getting married and this is kind of like a business transaction, then you should also be able to keep your business transaction nice and sweet, clean and tidy, with a clean and tidy prenuptial agreement. Just some food for thought.
Now, some people have actually had lavender marriage and they've had good experience with it, and some not so good.
Hey girl, I am currently taking applications for a lavender marriage. I am not joking. This is a serious...
Listen, I've been a beard for 20 years and he's been my skirt. It can work. It can work. It works.
Lavender marriage. I've been seeing this term being used a lot here on TikTok, but it's actually been around since the 1920s. It's a marriage where two people of two different sexual orientations decide to marry each other for tax purposes, companionship, that sort of thing, and they don't actually have a romantic relationship. I would call my marriage to my gay husband a lavender marriage, but it started out as more of a baby pink type of marriage. We initially started out our marriage romantically, and we were intending to have an actual straight couple type of marriage. But over time, things fizzled out. My husband turned gay on me. Then it turned from baby pink to more of a lavender. And lavender's a cool color. So that means it cooled off a lot between us. So it went from more of a warm sheen to a cool sheen. Therefore, we transitioned into a lavender marriage. We were like Himalayan pink sea salt at first, but then we turned more into a dead, dried out lavender wreath.
Now, quite a lot of people think, especially women, because they feel like the dating pool, the dating arena is just trash right now. So quite a lot of women are thinking that that is a good idea. But personally, this is my own personal opinion, it's not something that I can consider. It's not something that I can do, because based on so many factors, morally, and I'm scared, because I think, what if that person is dubious or funny, is a serial killer or is a criminal or something? I don't think I can do that, because you're not really like dating the person. You're just like having a contract with the person that, okay, we're going to marry, we're going to share responsibility, we're going to do 50-50. You can do whatever you want to do, I can do whatever I want to do, but at least if there's any benefit for married people, we will get. Because when you think about it, you are doing whatever you want to do on your own side, the person is doing whatever he wants to do on his own side. And what if what he does on his own side causes problem for you on your own side? It's just something that I don't think that I can wrap my head around and do, because I'm paranoid sometimes, and then again, I don't think it's for me. And as you've seen, that it could get complicated if, like, the person wants to bring their own side as their side piece into the house, and all of you are supposed to live together, which was not the agreement when you started the lavender marriage. So it could get complicated like that. I also think about the fact that, what if when you guys started the marriage, like, yes, you know that you have different orientation, but what if one person now begins to like the other person, and the other person does not like that person, and then there's this feeling of rejection and everything, and all kinds of emotion comes into play, like jealousy and the rest. It could lead to something that might turn to be dangerous. So personally, it's not a possibility or a consideration for me, but I understand why some women are considering that kind of option, because they feel like, okay, they are done with men, they are done with the whole dating, marriage and everything, but they would want maybe a companion, or they would want to be able to access some things that married people can access. So staying with someone that you feel like you're not going to be interested in, and assessing what you need to assess, and also helping with the financial responsibility and everything, can seem enticing to some women, but then again, like I said, personally, it's not for me. But for some people who have no problem with it, it's something that they would consider, and quite a lot of women are thinking about that kind of marriage. I don't know what you guys think about this whole concept. Have you heard of lavender marriage before? Is this your first time? Do you think it is an option that is enticing and safe for women, or are you like me that think that is not kind of an option for you? So I would love to hear your thoughts about this whole concept of lavender marriage. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.